Hello everybody, this is Tyler here once again from the Other Games channel, back with another DVD Blu-ray opening video, and I have another UK Doctor Who collection box set to showcase. I was actually very surprised that this box set and the Season 2 box set both got delivered the same day, because I ordered this like a week after the Season 2 box sets, and yeah, very surprised to find out they both came out around the same time, which is really nice. So, anyways, we have Season 12 over here, Tom Baker's first season as the Doctor, and also personally one of my favorite seasons of Classic Who. So, obviously as usual, one of the very first videos I did on my channel was the US version of this, which I'll showcase right there. So do a bit of a comparison between the two, which obviously are very different in a lot of ways. Obviously in the UK this is called the Collection Season 12, while in the US they call it Tom Baker Complete Season 1. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the front cover. So there's a lovely image of Tom Baker right there. And here are all the villains on here. We got a Dalek, Centauran, a Cyberman, K1 from Robots, and then we got a Warren from Ark in Space. And then there's the bottom with the logo, and this is rated 12 apparently. Very fitting because this is Season 12. Kind of funny. Here's a spine, the Blu-ray logo. We got a smaller image of the collection artwork. Doctor Who the Collection, Season 12, and then the BBC logo right there. And then here's the very back of it. The Collection Season 12. Build your own Doctor Who archive with this Ultimate Collector set. The 4th Doctor's classic first season. All 20 episodes, newly restored for Blu-ray, packed with bonus material. And the stories featured on here are Robot, the Ark in Space, the Centauran Experiment, Genesis of the Daleks, and Revenge of the Cybermen. With brand new special features, including Tom Baker in Conversation, brand new candid 1-hour interview with the 4th Doctor. Behind the Sofa, classic clips viewed by Tom Baker, Philip Hinchcliffe, Louise Jameson, Janet Fielding, Sarah Sutton, and Sadie Miller. New making of documentaries for the Centauran Experiment and Revenge of the Cybermen. Immersive 5.1 surround sound mixes on Ark in Space and Genesis of the Daleks. Optional updated special effects for Revenge of the Cybermen. Genesis of the Daleks TV movie version, unseen since the broadcast in 1975. Doctor Who Times, the 1970s TV context documentary. The Tom Baker Years, the 1981 VHS on disc for the first time. PDF production material and rare files from the BBC archives. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe let me double check. Yeah, I noticed the Doctor Who Times documentary is on the UK version, but not in the US version. So that's kind of interesting. Special features previously released on DVD include making of documentaries, featurettes, optional CGI effects, audio commentaries, rare footage, production information, subtitles for material, PDF material, and much more. And then here's the cast. We have Tom Baker as the 4th Doctor, Elizabeth Sladen as Sarah Jane Smith, Ian Marter as Harry Sullivan, and Nicholas Courtney as the Brigadier, even though he only appeared in Robots, so that's kind of interesting. And the spine, very similar to the other side. Not the spine, whatever. I'm not going to talk. Anyway, so we'll take it out, and we got like a clean version of the box art right there, with no logos and everything. Side's pretty much the same. And the back just shows an image of the TARDIS in the 70s tunnel intro. Now we take a look at the inside of this. Open it up. There we go. There's the discs, and there's the TARDIS logo once again from the intro. Not TARDIS logo, the TARDIS from the intro. And just open that up. And we got a nice little artwork from the back of this J-card, or whatever you call it, and the booklet inside. And there's a look inside the 4th Doctor's TARDIS, which I don't think you really ever see in this season, so that's kind of interesting. Alright, so here's the booklet right there, and here's the very back with, an image of Tom Baker with his signature. Very nice. Look at the inside. Here we go again. Doctor Who 12 Years Young. Little information right there, and here's also the cast and some quotes. Tom Baker, Elizabeth Sladen, and Ian Marter. So, nice little image of all three of them. Alright, we have some information on Robots, the first story of Season 12, and one that kind of felt more like a John Pertwee story than a Tom Baker story, but I still really, really enjoy it. I love it, Sorry if you hear, noises in the background. We have people working on a gate in the backyard. Anyways, and here's some information on the Ark in Space. Image of Warren Grubb, and nice little artwork of the Warren and the Doctor. Very nice. And then we have the Centauran Experiments, which I think was filmed entirely on location, interestingly enough. We got a close-up image of, I think his name was Steyer, I believe, the Centauran from this story. and the little robot capturing Sarah Jane. Genesis of the Daleks. You got Doctor and Davros right there. Oop, skipped a few pages. Here we go. Artwork of them fighting. And this very iconic photo of the Fourth Doctor and the Daleks. Who's that in the background? Is that supposed to be Philip Hinchcliffe? I mean, it looks like him. You know, he hasn't really changed that much in appearance, you know, if you've seen him in, like, recent interviews or commentaries. There's Revenge of the Cybermen right there. Nice artwork of the Doctor and the Cyber leader, I believe. There's the Vogons. And I do believe this is like a mummy from Pyramids of Mars, which is, you know, weird because it's not a story in this box set. And here's a little bit of info on the bonus material. And we have like a recent, I say recent, but probably like 5 years ago or so, but of Tom Baker in a blue Dalek, funny enough. And brief little look at some info right there. All right, there we go. So there was the booklet. Now time to look at the disc. Now, if you guys saw my season 2 unboxing, you guys noticed the disc was not glued into this side of the box, but this one is okay. This one has no glue mistakes. So you have disc 1, which is Robot. Disc 2, the Ark in Space. Disc 3 is the Centauran Experiment. Disc 4 is Genesis of the Daleks. Disc 5 is Revenge of the Cybermen. Disc 6 is the bonus disc, and if you take this out, this final disc out, you will see Tom Baker's face from the intro. Very nice. Put that all back there. Close this up, and put this back in the J card. Alrighty. So there's season 12. Now, the very funny thing about this one, not only did I choose this as the second collection box set to, you know, be, you know, in my possession, at least the UK one, that is. I got this for a surprisingly, and I mean very surprisingly, cheap price. I believe without shipping and handling, this costed me like $50, so, which is very surprising because this was the very first collection box set, and as of right now, this limited edition copy is now out of print. There's a standard UK version of this you can still get, but yeah, as of right now, this version's out of print. Now, this one was like pretty hard to get when it first came out in 2018. Like, it sold out pretty quickly, and people weren't able to get it. And they were selling it for like, you know, hundreds of dollars on eBay for a while. But then in 2020, you know, the year of the pandemic, they reprinted this, you know, for a certain period of time. So people were able to get this again. But there was one main difference between this and the second edition. Now, the second edition copy usually has something that says, you know, second edition, but my copy does not have that. I believe this version that I have in my possession is the original release, although it could be wrong. But yeah, so, and also something I do want to point out about the second edition version of season 12, some people actually ended up getting copies of this that like had the wrong disc art. Like, some people got copies of the second edition of this with artwork from the season 10 discs instead of season 12 for some weird reason. But the BBC were quick to, like, you know, offer replacement discs for people who had that issue. But yeah, my copy is the first edition, so I mean, yeah. Like I said, I'm very surprised I got this for a cheap price, and I think a lot of that's maybe due to the fact that, like, you know, some of this stuff on here is not in the best condition, like this thing right here, and, you know, a little bit of a dent right here on the J card, but other than that, pretty good. I'm glad I got this for as cheap as it was, which very shocked me. Like, I'm not gonna, like, you know, say there and be like, oh man, I spent like $200 on this. No, it was 50. It was 50. Something that probably should have costed way more than this, but I got it for 50. Like, how lucky of a person am I? Anyways, with that rambling out of the way, that is about it for my video on Doctor Who The Collection Season 12. Definitely looking forward to getting the next one of these. I will keep it a secret as to what it is, but stay tuned for when that eventually comes out. And yeah, I was very thankful to get both this and Season 2 in the same day, delivery-wise. Especially since tomorrow I'm going to be on vacation, so very nice that I got both of these. Anyways, this is Tyler from the Inner Games channel, signing out.